Welcome to The Know, I'm Mica Burton. In addition to all the stuff we learned over the weekend about Battlefront 2, its single-player campaign, some of its multiplayer heroes, etc., we're also getting some other new details about the game, which keep pouring in. Just like Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2 will also feature offline co-op split-screen play. However, that feature is exclusive to console only, so sorry PC gamers. We also learned that EA Origin Access users will get to try Battlefront 2 more than a full week ahead of the game's release. According to the new pre-order page, you'll be able to start your access trial as early as November 9th, which gives you plenty of time to decide if you want to buy it before its release on November 17th. If you do choose to pre-order it, your progress will carry over and you'll be able to play the actual game 3 full days early, so maybe this time you won't finish all of the content before the game is out. Let's hope. We all know Microsoft's got big plans for E3 this year, and now the company's giving more information about how fans can get in on the action. This year's Xbox FanFest will be available as an up-close experience with Microsoft at E3, available to only 500 steadfast Xbox gamers. Those lucky enough to get a ticket, the first 400 will be on a first-come, first-served basis, while the next 100 will be dished out via giveaways, will get to attend Microsoft's E3 briefing. Plus, they'll get hands-on time with the awesome Project Scorpio at a special private event. Tickets for FanFest will go on sale tomorrow, so get those mouse click reflexes muscles ready. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe hits the Switch in just 10 more days, although some lucky jerks, Greg Miller, are already playing it. And if you're wondering about just how long that Switch battery is going to hold up against the blue shells, the internet's got you covered. Game Rant reports that starting from a full charge, Mario Kart gets approximately 3 hours and 9 minutes of battery life on their console. However, that playtime is with the screen at 30% brightness, so expect that to come down if some of you like things nice and, viewable. But we've got our fingers crossed that we'll be getting a copy in early ourselves, and if that's the case, we'll be providing you guys with as much information about the game as we can ahead of its release. Heavy Rain developers Quantic Dream have some other irons in the fire besides just the upcoming PS4 exclusive Detroit Become Human. According to a LinkedIn post discovered by Quantic Dream fansite, yes, that exists apparently, who knew? They have multiple unannounced projects in the works. The LinkedIn post was for a screenwriter at the company who said they worked on documents for more than one exclusive PS4 game by Quantic Dream in addition to Detroit. So if you loved Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls, it looks like you'll have even more to look forward to from the developer. Detroit Become Human doesn't have an official release window, but it's another game rumored to be out in 2017, so we'll keep you updated, I guess. Last week, Bandai Namco teased a game that many thought might be a part of the Soulsborne family of games. The teaser had similar elements to both Dark Souls and Bloodborne, along with a Time to Dine slogan very reminiscent of the Dark Souls Time to Die. However, it looks like the game is simply inspired by the Soulsborne games and not made by the same outfit. The latest issue of Famitsu reveals that the new game is titled Code Vein. It's created by Bandai Namco's God Eater development team, and it'll be in Unreal Engine 4. In the game, you take on the role of a vampire who drinks the blood of monsters to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. It apparently is very Souls-like, and even professes to be a difficult action game. The official reveal for Code Vein is set for later this week, with gameplay coming in May. Don't look for an R-rated movie from Marvel anytime soon, comic book fans. Marvel head Kevin Feige told reporters recently that he didn't think the adult rating was why movies like Deadpool and Logan were successful. Huh. He said, "My takeaway from both of those films is not the R rating, it's the risk they took, the chances they took, the creative boundaries they pushed." And as an example, he cited the breaking of the fourth wall in Deadpool as a reason why that movie stood out. Early reactions to a press screening of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 are starting to roll in, and it looks like critics liked what they saw. Aaron Couch of The Hollywood Reporter tweeted, "Don't think I've heard so much laughter at a press screening. People seem to really be digging Guardians Volume 2. Mashable's Angie J. Han tweeted that the movie is MCU at its very best. Grand adventure with intimate stakes. Uses every damn color in the crayon box. So it's looking good so far. Oh, and if you go, be prepared to stick around afterwards. IGN reported that the movie will have 5, count 'em, 5 post-credit scenes, according to director James Gunn. 4 will play during the closing credits, and 1 won't air until the very end, a la 98.9% of Marvel films. IGN added the scenes are said to be mostly fun, while a couple point toward future scenarios. Meanwhile, speaking of Gunn, he also tweeted recently that he will return as writer and director of the third installment of the movie. Gunn said in a linked Facebook post that he loves the characters and feels like they have more adventures to go on. He also added, "There's a history in Hollywood of haphazard endings to trilogies, and I didn't want to be a part of that dishonorable tradition of pretending the third one doesn't exist." Whoa, is that a knock on Mass Effect 3 or X-Men Last Stand? Ever wanted to stay overnight in a starship? Okay, this is the coolest story ever. I'm so excited about this one. Disney is polling its guests to see if they'd be interested in a possible Star Wars-themed Disney hotel at Disney World that would involve guests staying overnight on a starship. Not in space, but almost just as cool. Walt Disney World News Today reports that the survey also includes some interesting concept art of what the hotel might look like. It apparently would include the opportunity to experience a 2-day story set in the Star Wars universe, as well as having personal interactions with Star Wars characters, and you might also take part in flight training, secret missions, and of course, lightsaber training. Also, I read something about robot butlers, so like, what? As of now, it would cost about $900 to $1,000 a person, so start saving. It's just a survey at this point, but the fact that there's concept art means that Disney could pretty seriously be considering it. Have you ever wished that you could give more money to your favorite Twitch streamer? Well, according to a NeoGAF post, the streaming site is rolling out 2 new subscription tiers soon. In addition to the $5 a month tier, Twitch will be adding $10 and $25 monthly tiers. If you subscribe at a higher level, the streamer will be able to unlock additional emotes quicker, plus the higher dollar tiers count as more subscribers. For example, the $10 tier counts as 2 subs, and the $25 tier counts as 6, which means that streamers will be able to grow their channels quicker, so thanks to those superfans. The PlayStation 4 is the best-selling console of this generation. Oh god, I know where this is going. And you know who also loves it? Cockroaches! Yes, Kotaku reported that the design of the PS4 is especially inviting to these dirty, filthy vermin. Why? Because ventilation grates are wider than other consoles, which allow roaches to easily get inside the machine. And repair folks say that the PS4 gets hotter than the Xbox One because of its internal power supply. So we've got a warm, dark place that's easily accessible, basically a roach motel. Ugh. What's worse is that Sony won't repair consoles that are infested by insects, so it's up to the brave independent repair shops to clean them out. One shop in Manhattan has garbage bags full of roaches that tried squatting inside PS4. Their advice? Keep your place clean and your console up as high as possible. And pray. Sacrifice a goat to Satan. Put a plastic bag around your PS4. Dear God, that sounds horrible. Well, that's all the news we have for you today, and for more news from every corner of the internet, be sure to like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the Know. Also, we're all gonna destroy Brian because he keeps bragging about how good he is. Hear that, Brian?
Going down.
It looks like you'll have even more to look forward to from the developer Detroit. Fuck, I was so close. I was doing so well. I didn't see that period there.
You can start from it looks like.
Okay.